Hello, this is Francisco Cribari, and today I want to show you some new features of KDE Plasma 5.13. And the first one is transparency and blur, mostly for menus. I'm going to right click on the desktop here, and then you can see that the menu is somewhat transparent and it has some blur. And let me start a new instance here of console, and if I click in one of those fields here, you'll see that I also get transparency and blur for the menus that come out. Let me show you how to do that. By the way, I'm running KDE Plasma 5.13 under Arch Linux. It's already available for Arch Linux, and it will soon be available for other Linux distributions. You go to System Settings, and in order to activate transparency, which only works with the Breeze theme, you go under Appearance, Application Style, and you see here Widget Style Breeze. Click on Configure, and then go to the Transparency tab and adjust transparency to taste. That does it for transparency. As for blur, under Workspace, you go to Desktop Behavior, and then click on Desktop Effects and search here for blur, and then you activate blur. And if you click here, you can modify the default settings. I believe that for blur to work, you may need the OpenGL to be working. And if you go here to Display and Monitor, Compositor, you see that I'm using OpenGL here. And then you, with those two changes, you get transparency and blur in the menus. Of course, you can adjust transparency for console, but that's not new. And you can go to Add the Profile, Appearance, and then Edit here, and then you can adjust transparency. And if you want a blur background, you can click on Blur Background. That's the first thing that I want to show you. And the second one is browser integration. And let me open here. You need to install a package for that to work. Let me see here, browser integration, Arch, and then browser integration, and then you need to install this package here, Plasma browser integration. Under Arch Linux, you just do sudo pacman -s and then the package name, and then you can activate that. And then you go under in Chrome. You need to do that in Chrome and Firefox. For instance, you go Chrome, more tools, extensions, and then you go to the Chrome Web Store here, and then you search for Plasma integration, and then you need to install that. Click here and click Add to Chrome, and after you do that, you will receive downloads notifications in the KDE notifications, and also you'll be able to adjust to pause videos and music here in the KDE panel. Let me show you that. Let me click on a YouTube video here, and then you see that I get this thing here.
Show you guys one of the best programs that you can possibly
I can
learn
click
to
here
use, and that is
and pause the video here, and I can resume the video and so on. And that's a very nice feature. My only disappointment is that it does not seem to work out of the box with Falcon, which is the KDE default browser. It's the browser formerly known as Cupzilla, now it's called Falcon, and I expected browser integration to work out of the box with the KDE native browser, of course, but it does not, so that was a disappointment. But except for that, browser integration is it's a nice new feature that was introduced by KDE Plasma 5.13. So I hope you will find this video useful. If you do, please like the video, comment, and subscribe.